Welcome to a new segment that we like to call Game of the Week, and this is episode 1. And for this first episode of Game of the Week, we have selected Manchester United versus Chelsea as the Game of the Week for the Premier League. Let's discuss. Manchester United faces Chelsea at Old Trafford on Sunday with a familiar challenge. 8 players sidelined or doubtful due to injuries. Despite the recent managerial change following Erik ten Hag's departure, the team's injury woes persist. Interim coach Ruud van Nistelrooy, who led the team to a convincing 5-2 EFL Cup win over Leicester City, is expected to maintain ten Hag's core tactics and style, indicating continuity rather than drastic changes. Goalkeeper and defence. Manchester United's defensive corps faces significant shortages ahead of the Chelsea match, with 4 key players potentially sidelined. Lenny Yoro, metatarsal, and Harry Maguire, muscular, are likely to miss out due to injuries, although Yoro has resumed full training and is nearing his competitive debut. The status of Luke Shaw, calf, and Tyrell Malacia, ACL, remains uncertain as they gradually rebuild fitness after extended absences. Their returns are anticipated later in November. In more positive news, Andre Onana and Mazzurri are poised to reclaim their starting spots after being benched midweek. Additionally, Ruud van Nistelrooy's substitution pattern suggests Diego Dalot, Lisandro Martinez, and De Ligt will likely feature in the lineup. Midfield. In midfield, Manchester United's injury updates remain scarce, but reports suggest Kobbie Mainoo will miss at least another week due to the thigh injury he suffered during last month's 0-0 draw with Aston Villa. Mason Mount is unlikely to face his former club Chelsea, having encountered setbacks in his recovery from the unspecified injury sustained against Tottenham Hotspur. Additionally, young midfielder Toby Collier's status remains unclear after picking up an injury before the Brentford match 2 weeks ago. He has yet to rejoin the matchday squad. In better news, Manuel Ugarte and Casemiro, who played the full 90 minutes against Leicester, are expected to start again. Christian Eriksen will be on standby, ready to fill in if any late fitness concerns arise. Forwards. Manchester United's attacking trio has just one concern, with Brazilian winger Antony still sidelined after picking up an injury against Fenerbahce last week. Although the injury is not deemed severe, Antony has yet to resume training and will likely miss the weekend's match. Elsewhere, the forward line may see a change at the striker position, with Rasmus Haaland potentially replacing Joshua Zirkzee. Amad Diallo is also vying for his first league starts in September, but Marcus Rashford and Garnacho are currently favoured to start. Predicted 11 for Manchester United: Onana, Dalot, De Ligt, Martinez, Mazzurri, Ugarte, Casemiro, Fernandes, Rashford, Garnacho, and Haaland. Chelsea's perspective. Under Enzo Maresca's leadership, Chelsea has emerged as a powerhouse, particularly on the road. With only one away league defeat this season, the Blues boast a resilient defense and a dynamic attack fueled by Cole Palmer's creativity. Although they suffered a 2-0 setback against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, Chelsea's overall form has impressed fans and experts, solidifying their status as a top contender for the Premier League's top 4 spots. Chelsea are expected to make big changes to the team who lost to Newcastle, with all of Maresca's big hitters expected to come back in. This Chelsea team picks itself right now. The only real debate is in 2 positions, right back and central midfield. Will Reece James start over Malo Gusto? Will Romeo Lavia start over Enzo Fernandez? The answer to these 2 questions is yes, or at least that is my guess. James has looked rusty, but his upside is huge if he can stay fit and get a decent run of games. Gusto will be very unlucky to miss out, but he is a valuable versatile player and could even start at left back, as Marc Cucurella played the full 90 at Newcastle in midweek. Lavia is also clearly ahead of Fernandes in the pecking order, with the Belgian perfect for Maresca's system. Count how many times Lavia receives the ball from the goalkeeper or centre backs in a tight spot and effortlessly drops his shoulder and then dribbles 30 yards up the pitch to change defense into attack. It will happen at least 5 or 6 times in the first half, and is crucial to the way Chelsea want to play. Having Nkunku, Felix and Mudryk to come off the bench is a real treat, and Chelsea always a threat on the break and have so much speed. Cole Palmer is the key to everything they do, and his partnership with Jackson and Madueke is developing very nicely. Predicted 11 for Chelsea FC: Sanchez, James, Fofana, Cowell, Kukurea, Casado, Lavia, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Jackson. Score prediction: Manchester United 1, Chelsea 2. This has been the first episode of Game of the Week, with the preview coming for Manchester United versus Chelsea at Old Trafford. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode of Game of the Week. Cheers.